Hi everybody. Welcome to my mom's recipe box. Miss Ruby is giving her daddy a little face wash. So it's a really nice spring day today and we're thinking, we like being outside. We're thinking about making something today. I don't know, maybe a little bit on the lighter side.
Lighter for spring.
Yeah. My mom used to have this recipe for a lemon pie that was so light and refreshing. Not heavy at all. In fact, it's light in sugar too. So it's actually a really nice dessert for spring. So I think we'll go in and make it. No baking required. Really easy. So come on in with us and we'll make some lemon pie on my mom's recipe box. See ya.
Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome to my mom's recipe box. Today we have a springy dessert we talked about earlier, and that is my mom's lemon pie. Now, my mom was diabetic and she took it very seriously. She was very careful with the amount of sugar that she ate, but she loved dessert, so she came up with this pie as a way to have her dessert so that she wouldn't feel like she was missing out, okay? And the pie was really popular. She would take it to church suppers a lot, and then anytime the family came over, she would always make either her lemon pie or her lime pie. Now, she called her lime pie key lime pie. I wasn't the biggest fan, but it's the same recipe that we're going to do today with lemon. And what it is basically is Jello and Cool Whip, okay? So this is a really easy recipe. So let's get started, okay? So we're going to make the graham cracker crust, but if you want to make this a little bit easier on yourself, and my mom did this also, you can buy a pre-made graham cracker crust at the grocery store, okay? But for me, the graham cracker crust is like the best part, so I always make it, okay? So we're going to start with graham crackers, and this is 15 sheets of graham crackers, and we're just going to break them up, and we're going to put them in our Vitamix. Okay, and we're gonna chop them up. Okay, easy, right? Okay, so the graham crackers are all crushed up, and I think they're all over the kitchen. So we're gonna pour them in here. Oops, there we go. Then we're going to add a stick plus 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this in our pie pan. Okay, so here's our pie pan. Put these in here. Okay, and then I'm going to pour in our melted butter. There we go. And I'm just going to mix this up in the pie pan. Okay, so we get these all mixed up. And then we're just going to pat it all on the bottom of the pie pan and up the sides, okay? I'm using a 9-inch pie pan. I would suggest not using, a deep dish pie pan because you're really not going to have enough graham cracker crumbs. If you want to make a couple extra sheets of the graham crackers, that might not be a bad idea. So we got some dry bits over here, so I'm going to add some butter there. Right. And I usually add a little bit of extra butter to my pie, to my graham cracker crumbs, just because I like a buttery crust and also because it makes it easier to spread this out. But you could probably do this with just a stick of butter if you wanted to. Okay. So it's not a super thick crust, but just make sure there's no empty pie plate in the bottom. Okay, so there we go, guys. So I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes. All right, so come on back. Hi, everybody. So now it's time for us to make the Jello. So I have this little packet. This is sugar-free lemon Jello. So I'm going to pour that in my little Pyrex cup here. And then I have a half a cup of water that I boiled in my German Shepherd mug. We're going to pour that in. And then we're going to whisk this until it's all dissolved. Okay? Won't take but a minute. Ooh, it smells very lemony. Okay, so we're just going to whisk that up and make sure we don't have any lumps. It's hard to tell with all that foam, isn't it? Okay. Next thing we're going to add is 1 cup of ice water. Okay? Okay, so we've got that whisked. And to this, we're going to add a cup of ice water. Now, this is like really soft, hollow ice, okay? And then we're going to stir this until the ice melts. And what's going to happen is the gelatin's going to start to thicken up. Make sure this is all dissolved. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our Cool Whip. And you're going to add 1 tub of thawed Cool Whip. So put it in the refrigerator, guys. Take it out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator. Now you don't want your whisk anymore. You just want to be kind of gentle this time. So we're just going to put this in. There we go. Nice and gentle. Oops. Don't drop the container into the bowl. I mean, you can. What's the worst that's going to happen, right? Okay, and then we're just going to gently mix this all together. Okay. See what a nice pale yellow color we're going to get. It's going to be a very nice looking pie. Now, this is not a completely sugar-free dessert, but if you wanted to substitute your own whipped cream for the Cool Whip, you could. And you can make your own whipped cream with heavy cream, and you can add some Splenda. If you want to keep it sugar-free, you can do that. I don't know if you can hear that thumping sound, but our dog Ruby has brought us her ball to play with. And then what we're going to do when this is all incorporated and nice and smooth, guys, is we're going to put this in the refrigerator, okay? And we want to get this nice and cool and get it to set a little bit more. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put together our pie, okay? Okay, guys, welcome back. So our lemon Jello pie has been in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes, and you can see how nice and fluffy and set it is now. So we are just going to give this a little bit of a stir. It's like super fluffy. In fact, we're going to leave that. Okay, we're just going to put this in here in our pie shell. Okay, there we go. Just going to smooth this out. Just going to smooth this into the pie shell, and then, guys, we're going to put it back in the refrigerator for a little bit longer. It can be a couple of hours, but this is pretty well set, so I don't think it's going to need that much time in the fridge. But it's just going to vary. You can look at your own filling and see if you think it needs a long time or a little bit of time in the fridge, okay? If you guys know, if you've seen the channel, you know that I don't tend to make things super fancy. I used to, but I'm older now and I don't tend to decorate very much anymore. And we're going to put it in the refrigerator, and when we get back, you guys, we're going to have a lovely lemon pie. Okay, come on back. Hi everybody, welcome back. So our lemon pie has been in the refrigerator setting up for a little while. Probably needs about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to set up. Not very long. So we've just finished dinner, and now we're ready for a nice light springtime dessert. So let's see how this turned out. Oh, check that out, guys. Lemon pie with a little bit of whipped cream on top.
Very lemony.
Covers up any flaws in the crust. The joy of whipped cream. Okay, babe. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's give this a try. Very lemony, very light.
Very light, smooth.
Nice and cool and refreshing. Really the perfect pie for spring. Because it's like, my mom used to say, it was just like eating a cloud. And the nice thing about it is, as long as you're not sensitive to Splenda, it's a really light, low sugar pie that tastes terrific. It doesn't taste like, you know, low sugar pie. It just tastes really cool and refreshing and great. So if you're not into the lemon, you can try it with all sorts of different flavors of Jello. Strawberry, orange, raspberry, whatever you're into. I can't personally recommend the lime, but that's just me. Give it a try. You know, you might like it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for My Mom's Recipe Box. If you like what you see, don't forget, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe, even better, and click that bell for notifications, because we do have new recipes every single week on this.